Good day, guys. Welcome back to this YouTube channel, The Boost on the Line. It's a new week, so new goals, new opportunities for this week. So, if you are just coming to the channel for the first time, remember to hit that subscribe button and also share. Drop a thumbs up if you also find value from this video. So, on that note, we start this week in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's go. So these are the pairs on my watch list for the week. This particular pair, USJPY, but it's already invalidated. USJPY is invalid already. So what I'll do is that I will delete this. I've made the analysis since yesterday, but it has become invalid. So right now we have only CHF JPY still valid for the week. So what I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for the market to close below. So if we get that break to the downside, it may happen, it may not happen, because we have already broken out of this our zone. If I check the daily time frame, that was the zone, the sell zone. So that was the last previous high for the sell zone, and you can see since we have clearly broken out. That was yesterday's candle, Sunday. So clearly broken out. I'm sure this will adjust itself because Sunday does not usually reflect on the chart. So this is just a glitch or an error. So I'm sure to adjust itself. So today's candle broke out these highs. So but nonetheless, if I get a break back in to that zone, sometimes today, I will be looking to short this market. So that's it for today, or that's the opportunity I'm looking at for today's trade. So if I do get into the trade, I'll make sure to update you, and let's go. Welcome back, guys. It's currently past 6, I think about 6:11 right now, and we didn't get to trigger any trade today. So no trade. Waited all day for the CHF JPY trade, but it didn't just come back to this zone. So, and it's currently from 5 o'clock, about 4:55 p.m. I will delete all orders that I set, but I didn't even get to set order because we didn't even get to close below that zone I was expecting. So I'll just show you the way it's looking at in the chart. So today, Monday, is officially a no trade day. So that's the chart. If you remember in the morning what I was expecting the market from this point to break into this zone. So but throughout the day, the market was just trending up, and then towards the New York session, we had that market speeding to the downside, but we didn't quite get that break into our zone. So today we didn't take any trade, and that was the only thing I was looking out for, CHF JPY for today. So tomorrow I'll just come back to the charts, do the same thing, do my analysis, and then if we get to take a trade, fine. If you don't get to take a trade, also fine, because sometimes you come to the market all prepared and you can wait all day and still you will not see an opportunity. So but thankfully, it's not like I sat with the market all day. I just analyzed my trade in the morning, set, or I analyze my trade in the morning, set where I'm about, or where I'm hoping to enter for the day, and then I go about my other day. So I have other things I'm doing, so I just go ahead while checking my phone at interval if we have gotten a break into that zone or not. So for days like this where there's no trade, that's why it's good to have other things you are doing until the trade gets to a point where you can actually pay me to do it full time. But right now you can't pay me to do it full time, so that's the reason for this challenge. So let's see how it goes. Tomorrow again we go again, same time, 6 o'clock London session. So that's when I enter the market, but I analyze the markets London session. So but if I get a trade throughout the day till 4:55, I take it. If I don't, we move again, come back on Wednesday. So that's just it, just repeatable cycle. And then I'm hoping to actually really stick to the rules this time. So that's it for now. I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace. It's Tuesday, the 26th of May, and I just finished doing my analysis, and this is 6 o'clock, and I'm only seeing opportunity for GPJPY for the day. I'm using opportunity for GPJPY, so this is what we'll be trading for the day. So I'm done with the analysis actually, and what I'll be doing is that I'll be setting my pending orders, my sell limit orders. So if we get that, if we get the market to move, tap us in from that zone, we'll be entering the sell from that zone. But if not, and the market breaks to this side or crosses it, then this setup is invalid. That means today is going to be a no trade day also. But if we get that move, we'll be taking it. So let's go. So as you can see, the trade is placed already, and the stop loss to check if we are risking rightly. We're risking 50 USD, and then the take profit we're risking 150 USD. I be hoping to get 150 USD. So this is the history. No trade taken. Yeah, this trade yesterday was accidentally engaged yesterday while I was trying to analyze a particular setup, but I closed it immediately. So this is one we have for today, GPJPY. So let's see if we do get triggered in, or it's getting validated. So anyways, I'll update you as the day goes. So welcome back, guys. It's been a funny day actually. So this is currently around, I think, past 2 or something like that. So what happened is that trade GPJPY, it got triggered and actually took us out in a loss. So we took a loss today. But the funny thing that happened is that on trading view, it didn't get closed out on trading view, but I believe spread, but not only spread, more than spread. Maybe there was just a lapses in the price updates on trading view, but it actually stopped me out on both the Propfirm account and the personal account. So I know that maybe trading view is actually printing, maybe there's a lapses in the price. So just show you what I'm talking about. So this is on trading view. If you see clearly, we have been taken out here. We're triggered in around 9 o'clock. And currently it is 2:26. So, and according to this, they were still supposed to still be in the trade. According to this, but it's not so. If you see, the market spiked up around this point, but it hasn't closed. See, it didn't close above that's highest for yesterday's candle. But the same thing is not true on MetaTrader. So this is MetaTrader. If you see MetaTrader, I don't know how bright this thing is. So this is MetaTrader. If I just bring out the tools, horizontal ray, and bring out horizontal line, if I put it there, yeah. So if I just put it in the highest of yesterday, you see actually, well, it's about the same thing. It hasn't crossed it. So, but unfortunately, we got taken out by spread. It hasn't crossed it actually, but we got taken out by spread and eventually took a loss for today's trades. So that is today's loss. I don't know why it closed. Maybe because of charges. Because I can remember it was clearly $50, 50 point something that we're risking. But see, it closed at 53.99 loss because of commissions. Apart from that, they still charge us about 2 USD to take this trade, and then it closed at 53. I don't know why that's happened. The same thing for this particular trade. So it was close to supposed to close at 150, but it closed at 146. Well, I believe that's that's on the broker's part. So that's what we have. And if you see the account, this is the account currently less than 2%. You see, so even though we're about $250, we had like lost like $57 on today's trade. That's $7. I guess $4 went for charges, $3 was the extra. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of lapses on their. I wouldn't say a lot of lapses, but they charge per lot that you open on the trade. So, well, that's how today went. So overall, if I want to speak for today, if I want to speak like a trader, I will say today was a great day, or today is a great day actually, because I was able to follow my rules. I didn't close trade prematurely. I didn't take trade on impulse. There was a time that I wanted to hit the entry point and went back down. So it was like, this thing is leaving me behind. But I just, decided to stick to letting the market fill me in, and eventually came back, fill me in, and we took a loss. So regardless, today's a good day because I followed my rules. So I'm proud of that. So tomorrow I come again, and we take a win. You feel me? So I don't want to. It costs nothing to be optimistic or to be positive. So I'm no more talking about we can come out tomorrow, we will take a loss. I'm no more talking anything negative. You feel me? So tomorrow we come again, we do the same thing, and we take a win. So that's it for now. I'll update you all tomorrow. Peace. So good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, 27th of May, and I've already gotten a trade, and it has actually filled me in just before I could record it. So if I just show you what I was looking at for the day, I was looking at ADJPY. This was my outlook for the day. We got that break to the downside. We haven't got the cross in my invalidation line, but it was very close. So after that break, the next thing I will have done is to adjust this. So when I adjust this, my entry will be somewhere here. So waiting for that entry here. But as it is, I'm not taking this one anymore since I've been filled in on USJPY. So the next one is EuroJPY. EuroJPY broke out instead. So what I will be expecting, I'm expecting to break back in, as if I wanted to take this trade. I'm expecting it to break back in to this trend. You feel me? Then I'll be taking it to the downside. Then lastly, which is USJPY. This USJPY we got triggered already. We got triggered just now. So those are the trades I'm running. So if I just take you to MT5, so as you can see, the other got filled already, and we're currently floating $5.1 loss. So the market is still here to load. See the risk 50.9, the profit 154.47. So the market just finished loading right now. So that's the risk. We're risking 50 to gain 150 right there. So 1/3 trade. So I'm hoping this is a good trade. Since we missed that JPY trade. By the way, that JPY trade actually shut down. We actually had the market moving down from that point. You see the point that we were spiked out of the market. Then the market flushed down, almost TP, but right now it's still playing around. So it will have been a clean trade. We don't know, it may be successful as it's shooting down. But for now, we will still be floating in the market without taking that loss. But it is what it is. So USJPY hopefully is a good trade, and we get to end today in profit. So let's go. See you guys daybreak. Took a loss. So of course we took a loss. Yeah. We took a loss. In fact, I had even slept a bit, and I woke up only to see the market and stop me out already. That was like the fastest loss we have taken on this account so far. So we took a loss which happened around 9 a.m. and it is what it is. It is what it is. I was hoping to take a win today, but we took a loss. So making 2 losses that I've taken so far this week. We're down 2%, 2 plus because of charges and everything. We're down 2+%. So if I just show you how it looks like on the charts. Yep, that is how it looks like on the chart. So that's how it looks like on the charts, and today's a win. So far as I'm concerned, is a win. Since I followed my trade, I followed my plan, my trading plan. Took the trade as I saw the plan. So 2 losses in a row is not like 2 losses in a row, 3 losses in a row, 4 losses, 5 losses in a row is still something normal. So that's just how today decided to play out. So it's like win-win. We had win-win, loss. So that's still fine by me statistically. So tomorrow again, I come again tomorrow. I don't want to sabotage today, because if I try to take counter trade today, I'll most likely be revenging and looking for stupid opportunities. So since I got to take one trade on USDPY, I'm done for the day. I'm come back again tomorrow to do the same thing. So that's it. Catch you all tomorrow. Enjoy your day. So welcome back. Today is Thursday and it's currently 5:59. That's 6 a.m. in the morning, and this is what I'm looking at for the day. I'm looking at USJPY and NZJPY. So USJPY is still quite far from entry point. Also NZJPY. So let me just adjust this. So USJPY, I'm waiting for the break. Waiting for the breakdown, which the market is still quite far right now. Waiting for the break, retest, then then secondly we have NZJPY. This one I've had the perfect break to the downside. So what I was just waiting for, I'll be setting my limit order for this pair. If we get that push back to the upside, just adjust this. If I get that push back to the upside, I'll be taking this trade before it crosses this line right here. So just set my orders. So as you can see, we're currently risking about 50 USD to gain 152 USD right here, and this is the current balance, 5,136. I have not taken any trade on the markets. These are trades. This is the trade we took yesterday. This is the one we took on Tuesday, and these are the one we took last week. So that's that market play now. So but actually on my personal account, I took that GPGPY trade. We had this coming back to entry, and then I jumped right in and eventually got a win. So I didn't take it on the on the challenge account because I didn't want to sabotage it in case the trade eventually went in loss. But fortunately, it was a winner. So that loss we had was just so unnecessary, but just so unnecessary because the market didn't get to the stop loss. Market didn't get to stop, but we got stopped that by spread. So to do that, I've actually refined some things just to prevent that from happening next time. So if you remember clearly, the market came up to the same line about this place and we got stopped out, but it didn't hit stop loss and then flushed down. So we had a little bit of playing around throughout yesterday, but from 1 p.m. I guess the market just started trending back to the downside and eventually hit TP. So this one will just load properly, so you see how it looked like. So you can see that's how the market looked like. Though I adjusted some things when I entered this market, but you get the point. So eventually, hit TP, which I cut on my personal account for 3%. So as I played out. So let's just see how today's trade goes, man. So welcome back, guys. Good morning. It's currently 9:42 a.m. and it's still Thursday. So I just noticed something. I just want to apologize for that. Like sometimes it looks like I'm not looking into the camera, but I am. But maybe because I'm recording on my phone, so it looks like I'm always looking towards, maybe the right side or the left side. That's because I'm trying to look at myself while recording. So, well, anyways, it is what it is. So, what I see here, I currently have USDJPY. USDJPY has also entered the zone. You understand? It's entered the zone. So what I'm waiting for is pullback. But you know that I might be biased about this thing. NZJPY has also moved close to the entry. But I'm trying to be biased right now because USDJPY has showed me a lot. So I don't want to set the orders for USDJPY, but maybe I might just set it, and see whichever triggers first. So the plan is whichever triggers first I take, the other one I delete. But I don't want to be too biased, so if I just show you how it looks like on the charts, as you can see, USDJPY has clearly moved, has broken below that zone. So what I'm just waiting for now, I'm waiting for the pullback. Then NZJPY, that one has pulled back, but it's like it's leaving me behind. So, but I don't know how it plays out. It looks like it tapped into that line right there. But it has not triggered in. Sometimes the trade will just wick into the entry and it will want to go back down, but yeah, it's not going to fool me again. And another thing that I added, I just want to update you. So instead of putting the stop loss right above the eyes, I've added another price point. Okay, it's not more there because I decided to clear everything off. So, but I added another price point, so that just to like act like a buffer, for spread. You get. So why backtesting this strategy? I didn't account for spread. You understand what I'm saying now? But look at cases like this where the market, like that GPGPY trade, where the market comes back exactly to that line but does not hit stop loss and eventually goes back into profit. Trades like that can sabotage my win rates and my profits. Look at that GPGPY trade now. The loss that I was taking on GPGPY was clearly unnecessary, but USGPY clearly took me out. But that GPGPY, so I might have just had one win and one loss this week, or maybe even one win because I will still be holding the GPGPY and I will not eventually take the USGPY yesterday. So I'll have one win, which is 3% already for the week. But it is what it is. So right now, all I'm just doing is that I'll be waiting for this one to trigger, and I will also, go set the pending order for USDJPY. Or maybe not. Maybe I will not set it. I'll just be observing it to check. If I see that it's coming back to the entry point, without NZJPY triggering, then I will eventually take this trade. But that's what we have for now. Let's just see how it plays out. The day is pretty young. It's just 9:45, so the day is pretty young. So anything can happen. So updates just got filled in right now. I mean right now on NZJPY. As you can see, just got filled in. Let's see. Yeah, 50 USD loss. Correct. 150, about 151 USD. Take profit. So what I'll just do, I'm happy that NZJPY got filtered somehow. I don't know why I'm happy, but this is how USJPY is playing out. So what I'll just do, I'll just go ahead and delete NZJPY and USJPY right now. So delete. Yeah, that's it. So final updates. As you can see clearly, the market just spiked up. So the market spiked up. So according to me now, this setup is already has its stop loss. Like it has its stop loss. So it's just because of the allowance. If not for the allowance that I set, the market will have stopped me out by now, because that's clearly broken above the highs. That's clearly broken above the highs of the previous day. So this setup is invalid already. I guess we ended up we clearly ended this week in a loss, because I don't think there's any hope for that trade to reverse again. But if it does reverse, then I will update you. But that's it for the week. That's it for the week. And so far this week, we ended this week with 3% loss. Oh, let me just go over the account metrics. Yep, so this is how the account looks like currently. Current equity, that's because the market is floating in loss. If you get stopped out, it will be around maybe just roughly above 1%. So it's crazy, moving from about 5% in profit to back down to, let's say, roughly 2%. So that's it. So if I just go scroll through, let's say what's the worst trade, best pair. I don't know why these things does not change. This best trader pair and the worst trader pair. But let's see. I just want to go down to this is what concerns me. See this, how this other one does not concern me. So this is the P&L for the week. So this was the mistake I took and closed on, which day was that? On Monday. So Tuesday, that was the first trade, which was the, let me just tap on it, the first trade, which was the GBJPY sales that eventually went in profit, but stopped me out by spread. So that's it. Then we have the second trade, which was USJPY, took me out in full loss. So, and then the third one that is currently floating, that's today. So when it is stop loss, it will eventually reflect at this point. Yeah, and if it does not hit stop loss also, I will update it like at the end of the video. So left to me, I would say this has been a great week. That's been a great week. Managed to follow all my rules. That's the most important thing. I know that as long as I follow the rules with time, then the probability will play out in my favor. So trading is just a game of numbers. Just a game of numbers. So overall, we've had 2 wins and let's say 4 losses on this account, and it's still going to end up profitably. 2 wins, 4 losses, and I'll still be above like 1% in profit. So let's see. Next week can come and then we have a great week and eventually pass this phase 1. So if we can have like 2 wins back to back or 3 wins back to back, then this phase 1 is as good as passed. So let me just use that one to make my keep myself positive. So I'll just keep myself positive. And so the last section of the video, I really appreciate for sticking to this part of the video. If you actually watch this far, I really appreciate it. And I would just appreciate if you also hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, also smash the like if you think you're finding any kind of value whatsoever in this video. And so now here comes my quotes. I did say I'll be leaving quotes that inspire me. Like at the end of each of the videos. So the quote for today, let me just grab the book real quick. So today's quote says, consistency beats motivation every single time. Consistency beats motivation every single time. So I say that's a quote I came across on YouTube actually. So the way it was said is that if you go to the gym, you do push up, then you come back to the mirror. What do you see? You see nothing. Then you go to the gym again second time, you come back to the mirror. What do you see? You see nothing. But after repetition, like over a month, if you compare yourself 1 month after to the first day, you will actually see the difference. But like at first, it does not look like anything is changing. So consistency beats motivation. So imagine somebody doing 20 push-ups every day, for the past 1 month. Let's say every 5 times in a week. So 20 push-ups 5 times in a week, that's what, 100 push-ups, right? So that's 100 push-ups for 4 weeks. That's like 400 push-ups. That person doing 20 push-ups every single day for a month is better than the person that did 100 push-ups for 5 days and then stopped. You actually see the difference. So another example I can use to explain is water. If water keeps dropping on a particular spot or on a rock, consistently, let's say a tank of water, just you puncture it a bit and it starts dropping on the rock. So if that drop continues before the water in the tank runs out, that little drop of water, because it's dropping consistently, it will have created a huge crack, if not like a big dent or a huge crack on that rock. So whereas if you take that drum of water and you just pour it at once on the rock, it will not even feel as if like it just look like you're washing the rock or something. So I don't know how best I can explain this. So another example scenario I can use is when you boil or fry a chicken. You fry a chicken at, let me just call a random number, you fry a chicken at maybe 900 Fahrenheit for 3 minutes or 300 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Now, if you add up everything, if you multiply it, everything adds up to 900. But in the real sense, the one that you did for 30 minutes at 300 Fahrenheit or 30 Fahrenheit, that one, like, it's better. It tastes better, it's actually done. Whereas the one that you sped up 900 Fahrenheit for 1 minute, we actually get burnt. So the main point is that consistency beats motivation every time. So if you just pick something and you are consistent, no matter how slow, whether there's progress or there's no progress, as long as you keep showing up every single day to that one thing, you will eventually get it right in the end, if that's it. So thank you for watching up to this moment. I do appreciate, and it's all peace. See you again next week.